Okay, so this is the BESS test. The three stances in the BESS test are double leg stance, a single leg stance, and the tandem stance. And a point in the test can come from either hands lifting off the iliac crest, opening of the eyes, step, stumble, or fall, moving hip into greater than 30-degree abduction, lifting the forefoot or the heel, or remaining out of the test position for greater than 5 seconds. So this test is important because it assesses the static postural stability, and it can assess the effects of mild head injury and can assist clinicians in making return to play decisions following a mild head injury. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the BESS test. So I'm now going to test your balance. So your shoes are already off, your ankle is shown, and we don't have any ankle tape, so that's great. So this test will consist of 6 20-second tests with 3 different stances on 2 different surfaces. So I'll describe the stances as we go along. So the first stance is going to be standing with your feet together, just like this. So you'll be standing with your hands on your hips and your eyes closed. You should try to maintain the stability in that position for an entire 20 seconds, and I'll be counting the number of times you move out of this position. So for example, if you were to take your hands off your hips, open your eyes, take a step, lift your toes off or your heels off. If you move out of the testing stance, simply just open your eyes, regain your balance, and then get back into that testing position as quickly as possible. And then close your eyes again. So there will be a person, aka me, positioned by you to help you get into that testing stance, and I'll help you if you lose your balance. So you're gonna go ahead and put your feet together, put your hands on your hips, and then once you close your eyes, I will go ahead and start our time. Yes. And stop. Okay, good. So the next thing we are going to do now is going to be the single leg stance. So if you were to kick a ball, which foot would you use?
My left.
Okay, great. So we're going to start with your non-dominant foot in the front, so that right one is going to be what we use. So again, we are going to make sure that we keep your hip flexion at about 30 degrees and then a 45-degree flexion at the knee. So again, you should try to maintain that stability for 20 seconds with your eyes closed, and I'll count the number of times you move out of this position. So go ahead and place your hands on your hips, and then when you close your eyes, the testing time will begin. And time. Good. Okay, so our final stance here is going to be a tandem stance. So now we're going to stand with heel to toe, and then your non-dominant foot will be in the back. And then your weight should be evenly distributed across both of your feet. So again, you should try to maintain the stability for 20 seconds with your eyes closed, and I'll count the number of times you move out of this position. So go ahead and place your hands on your hips, and then when you close your eyes, the testing time will begin. And stop. Good. Okay, so now we've done all of those on a firm ground, so now we are going to do it on foam. So our AKA foam is going to really be a pillow. So you're just going to go ahead and step on a pillow here, and we're going to go through all of that again. So this first stance, is going to be that double leg. Hands are at the hips, and then once you close your eyes, we will go ahead and begin. We're going to go ahead and move on to that single leg. So we're going to use our non-dominant foot at the bottom. We've got that flexion in the knee and the hip. Hands are on the hips, and then whenever you're ready, we'll start our time. All right, last but not least, we've got that tandem stance again, so that non-dominant foot is going to be at the front. We are heel to toe. Perfect, so go ahead and try to evenly distribute your weight, and then hands are on the hips, and then once you close your eyes, we will start the test. And stop. Good, go ahead and relax. Okay, so for her score here, we have on both of the single leg stance on the non-dominant foot, on both the firm surface and the foam surface, she got a point taken off because she fell out of that position and then had to put her foot back down, and then we just went ahead and reset. So we have a best total score of 2.